And welcome back, gamers. This is SKS with something different that we've done before. But we're doing it again. Why? Because somebody gave me a great idea, and it's something I don't even know if I can accomplish. But we're going to play Alter Ego. Alter Ego is a game where, as it says, you live a totally different life than you are now. And I've played this through once, and you all enjoyed it. But this time, I'm going to play it totally different to the point where I don't have a clue how it's going to turn out. And you're going to see why. The game begins not long before your first birthday. I guess that's us. Will you be male or female? This is where the choice is going to be different. I am going to be a female. I know. I have no clue how to live a life as a female. And this is going to be really bad. So we'll just have to see how it works. You're in a warm, dark, comfortable place. This has been your place since you became aware that you were alive. It's almost time to enter a different world now. Select an action. Come out fighting, come out peacefully, stay in a little longer. Let's see, what type of female do we want to be? I mean, we could be a nice person, a mean person, a skanky person. I mean, we all kind of know what I'm going to be when I get to the teenage years, but you know what? We're going to come out, let's come out fighting. Yes. You may be a fighter, but your mom wants you out with more energy than you have to stay in. You will find anything of value in life is worth fighting for. This fight will end in a draw. You will be evicted, but your mom will be pooped. Soon you will meet her and snuggle up nice and close. All is forgiven, for now. Get ready to be born in a flurry of waving arms, screams, and a slap on the bottom. Happy birthday, and welcome to the world. From now on, life will begin to change rapidly. You have to learn to accept responsibility, build up your resources, and manage yourself physically and emotionally. As a female, that's going to be interesting. The events that transpire over the course of the next few days include: your mother is proud when someone points at you and tells her you look just like a little porcelain angel. Oh, we're good looking. Your grandmother buys you ballet slippers and a violin for you to use in a year or so when you get older. You develop a mild respiratory infection that causes some concern, but no later problems. So we got kind of lucky there. Infections happen. Maybe my mother smoked. Who knows? That would be just like real life. I was plagued with chronic bronchitis growing up because my mom thought it was a good idea not to smoke when she was pregnant with me. But as soon as I was born, it's okay to smoke in the house with the baby. So, yes. Let's move on. Before we get properly started, let's begin with a few questions to establish your personality. I will probably try to answer these questions honestly. False, because I'm a woman. The people who know me best like me as a person. Yes, because my real bitches are on my side. When I am ill, I become short-tempered and snap at people. Yes. I am likely to speak whatever comes to my mind. Yes. An important part of every job is knowing whom to impress, especially in a blowjob. Yes. True. I think that questions like this are stupid and meaningless. Yes. Bam. Here we go. Welcome to Birth and Infancy. I must be the author of my own salvation. If you do not know what salvation is, that's acceptance to heaven. That is a world civ term. I know that from teaching. This woman's name is Laurie H. Huster. Can I name myself? I forgot. Do I get to name myself? No. Well, I come up with a name. My name is Mona, Mona Lott, Lott, Mona Lott. I think that's a great game. And I learned something last time. We need to start up here at the top and we go down. Let's check this out. Familial, let's see, unattached, 54, 74. So, we're kind of smart. We're very social. We have good confidence. Expressiveness is up there. And already $277 somehow. Who knows? So let's go and pick this one. Intellectual. Lying on your stomach in the crib, you notice an interesting object in an arm's distance away. It has a round shape at the top and a ring on the bottom. Oh, it must be a rattle. I'm going to be determined to get that because Mona gets what Mona wants. And we're going to grasp for the object. You have the fighting spirit of your Aunt Martha. Who the hell is named Martha? You sneak and crawl on your berry like a kitten trying to catch an unsuspecting mouse. You reach your destination, grasp the rattle confidently, and drool on it in victory. Intellectual spirit shows a marked increase. Do I shake the rattle, keep drooling on it, emit a pleasurable yell? We are going to emit a pleasurable yell. Yes, 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 we are. And if you're getting excited about a baby doing that, you're a sick motherfucker. This stimulates vocal cords and language centers in your brain. Good language skills are essential to development. Intellectual sphere increases again. If no one is looking, give a little yell for yourselves for choosing this option. Yeah! Yes, I did it. And you all heard me. Good, I just gave you some extra social points for being a good sport. How the hell do I get social points? I'm doing an LP. Awesome. What is these again? Emotional, social, those are intellectual, those are family, and those are the big ones, the physical ones, or the tests. So let's do this one. Social. A woman walks into a room holding a blanket and a bottle with warm, white liquid. Ah. I'm going to be very happy, and I'm going to coo, because as my future as a female, anytime somebody comes at me with warm, white liquid, I'm going to enjoy it. As your mom walks towards you, she notices you there. You're smiling happily in the crib. Just as she steps into the room, the doorbell rings. Ding, ding. She assumes that because you are smiling, you are in no great need of attention. She lays the bottle on the crib and runs off to answer the door. You are, When I want something, I want it now. I'm very impatient. Damn you, mother. What a nerve. Stood up for some door-to-door salesperson. You let a couple of test cries. There's no response. You gear up for a long, ear-splitting yelp and let it fly. Your mother returns, the insurance man panics, and everyone is happier. Your mom appreciates you helping her out of a jam. Oh, well, good. Good job. Good job, Mona. Let's see. You don't have very many skills yet. As a matter of fact, life is pretty boring. Do I want to be restless or irritable or quiet? Well, I mean, if you're not really doing anything, quiet, I guess. And let's see, look around, cry. We're going to look around. If you look around and see a large blur about 11 inches away from your eye, oh, that could change in a couple of years. Every once in a while, it moves. Hey, wait a minute. Just as you had that thought, it moved again. Do we keep looking or lose interest? We are going to keep looking. Congratulations, you found your hand. I didn't even expect that. This may not seem like much of a big discovery, but it is. You will have to learn how to control your hands as part of childhood development. When you are an adolescent, controlling the hands of others will become important. Ooh, I see what you said there. Alright, moving on. You are lying on a soft, furry blanket on the floor of a big room. You are on your back staring at shadows that sometimes creep across the ceiling. Ever so often, Mom or Dad passes by and makes a funny face. Your hands grope in all directions, and your feet pat the floor gently, almost out of your control. Happy, sad, mad. No! What are you doing? Stop this! Damn it! They're making faces, and I'm on a furry blanket, so we're going to be happy. Do we roll to the side, make an O shape with your mouth, or cry? Since we're going to be a whore, we're going to make an O shape with our mouth. You pucker your cheeks in and out and take short, quick breaths. The skin on your face feels alternately tight and loose. A person walks by and twirls their fingers at you. Turn toward the person, move your face back and forth. Well, we need to look at them, so I guess we'll turn toward them. You are too young to keep the person of you for a long time. Whoever it is, he moves past in a blur. But we knew he was a man, so that's points, right? Right. Alright, more social. You are lying down in your crib and are greeted by a nosy neighbor who is a child just your age. The neighbor says, My, look at that funny little nose. She turns to your mother and adds, Don't worry, dear. I hear that noses are the last thing that look truly human. She picks you up. What? Bitch, you don't talk about me, so I'm going to be angry and vengeful. If we fall asleep, collect a mouthful of drool, or cry. I'm going to cry. Wah! Ack! You make it sound as though she were killing you. Your mom quickly takes you from her arms and gives her a dirty look. Revenge is sweet. Hooray! We're turning into a revengeful bitch. Let's do some more emotional things. You had just awakened from a nice long nap. Your mom comes into the room and wants to hold you. I'll be happy, and we'll smile, because I've had a good long nap. I'm happy, and I'll smile. This is a great way to make new mom feel good. Your consideration earns you points in many spheres. You will find that as life progresses, pleasing mother becomes harder and harder. In a few years, it will take doing chores and going to the store and not getting knocked up. Okay, I added that part. Before you know it, she'll want you to become a doctor or a lawyer. Enjoy your infancy while you can. Your mom picks you up so that your face touches her face. Move your mouth, be still. We're a kid. We're never going to be still. You just gave your first kiss. This may not seem like a very big deal to you, but it's very important to your mother. The bad part is now that you will have to repeat the act until your entire family becomes aware of your new talent. You can avoid kissing overly affectionate relatives by dribbling on them at just the right moment. Ah, excellent. You are lying down in the crib while your mom and dad are speaking in the room. You hear their voices, deep and muffled from beyond the door. Why aren't they paying attention to you? 'Cause I know what they're doing, so I'm gonna be kind of sad. And let's just go to sleep. Perhaps you're feeling left out of things by your parents. This is understandable, but remember, they need some time alone too. You take a nap and awake refreshed and alert. I'm going to make noise now. You make a variety of noises using your mouth, lips, and saliva. You make them over and over again. La 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 la, gah. Suddenly your mom comes in. Keep making noises. Because I made noises to get her in there. Why would I be quiet and attentive? That makes no sense. This brings mom closer to you. She smiles at you, which makes you feel very excited. You pound your hands up and down on the crib mattress and move your feet like a person riding a bicycle. You begin to notice that your sounds and movement create responses from other. Let's see. Well, we're in this, so we make sounds at mom or stop making sounds. We're going to make sounds at mom. You makes more sounds. Ma. Your mom hears this combination and gets excited. This causes you to say it over and over. Mother is reinforcing this combination of sounds with attention, and you are reinforcing her attention with the sounds, keeping her close to you. This marks the beginning of language development and is a very significant moment in your life. Intellectual, emotion, and social spheres increase dramatically. Hooray! So my first words was mama, or mom. So I think in real life my first words were dada, and my mom never lets me forget that. I was totally a daddy's boy growing up until I got older. But we're a different person now. We're Mona Lot. So let's do a familia thing. Let's see. It's time to go to Aunt Lucy's house. I thought we had Aunt Martha. How many aunts do we have? It's chilly outside and you need to be dressed in coverall type suit. I don't even know what in the hell it is. Do we want to be angry or playful? I'm going to be angry because I hate clothes. Go limp, resist, cooperate. We're going to resist. You react against being squeezed into this uncomfortable suit by crying and sending out long sirens of protest. Your grandmother graciously offers to help. Select an action. Cooperate for grandma. Keep giving everyone a hard time. We're going to give everybody a hard time. Persisting to act like her little brat is not a very wise choice. How do you expect to motivate grandma to spoil you if you're not willing to make your mom look foolish in front of her? Would you like to give in now or make everyone even angrier with you? We're going to push our luck. Your mother pulls you away from your grandmother and literally stuffs you into the suit. It's tucked in and bunched up in all the wrong places, and you are uncomfortable. Your grandmother protests, but to no avail. Your mom has the last word, and your physical sphere suffers temporary short-term discomfort. Aw, so sad. You are quietly playing with your mother's pocketbook. She is not around. Look! It opens up so easily. Do we be inquisitive or devilish? Yes, we're going to be devilish. Look, but don't touch. Look, touch, and empty. Yes. You know you shouldn't touch mom's things. Want to stop now? Everything is still in one piece? No. I didn't think so. You dump everything out on the floor. Your mom grasps at what you've done. Your dad blames her for leaving it within your reach. She tells him that you ate two of these charge cards. You get whacked on the bottom. What? I didn't eat any cards. I dumped it in the floor. You lying bitch. What are we looking at here? Ooh, intellectual, we're a genius. And physical, we're okay. And social. Expressiveness is coming up there. So, yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. You're exploring the playpen and are feeling very lively. Like a ballerina, you grab a hold of the playpen bars and lift your legs up to the railing. Do we be daring or determined? I want to be daring. Let go of the playpen. Take some steps. Let's let go of the playpen. You raise your hands over your head triumphantly. Boom! You go right down on your bottom. Thank goodness for padded bottoms. You wobble back up to the standing position. Do we want to navigate around the crib while holding onto the bars or let go of the bars? I think I want to... Do we want to let go? I mean, you got to learn. No, we learned our lesson. Let's navigate around. With ballet-like movements, you step over the musical ball and four stuffed animals. You've perfected this form of locomotion. Would you like to let go again? Yes! Boom! Ouch! You crash to the floor like a sack of potatoes. Your rear end is beginning to feel sore. Yeah, the way my life's going to turn out, it'll be doing that quite often. Yes, I will try one more time. The agony of defeat. You teeter on one leg for what seems like an eternity, do a half spin, and bounce off the floor. That's enough for now. You'll get the hang of it sooner or later. Damn it! I wanted to walk. Well, we have a lot of emotional going on here. Mom and Dad are entertaining some friends while you are minding your own business sitting quietly in the corner of the room. Nobody puts Mona in the corner. Suddenly, a man with a big nose and a shiny head puts his face right up to yours and says something in a loud voice. What the fuck? We're going to have terror. And hit the man in the nose. Bam! Bam! You give him a you give him a right to the schnoz, which feels rough and oily. You are terrified, but he thinks you're playing with him. Fortunately, Dad spots him and ushers him back to bother people closer to his own age. Good job, Dad. You're sitting in your high chair and eating your lunch, which consists of crackers, strained peas, and a mug of milk. Ugh. You're just learning how to eat with utensils. Do we want to be angry or curious? Why would you be angry to eat? That makes no sense. So we're going to be curious. Pick up Susie Fantastic Plastic Drinking Cup. Try to use the spoon. Escape from the high chair. We're eating, so let's try to use the spoon. First, you put the back end of the spoon in your mouth. Then you lift the cup with both hands and try blowing through the spoon as if it were a straw. Nothing happens. Let's keep playing. Curiosity and persistence are early signs of an inventive personality. One day during late childhood, you may find yourself attempting to rewire the electrical hairdryer and have a shocking experience. For now, you stir the milk rapidly with a spoon, place the spoon inside the cup, and tip the high chair tray forward. What? Place the spoon inside the cup and... We're going to stir the milk rapidly and make a mess. It makes bubbles. Oh my fucking god. It bounces out of the cup and hits you in the face. It causes the cup to fly off the tray and spill over the floor. This is great. Your mother fails to understand the true significance of your discoveries, but acts surprisingly tolerant. Alright, more social. While being taken to the park, your dad meets an old college buddy who is wheeling around a baby about your age. As the two dads talk, you casually begin to eye the baby in the other carriage. Indifferent, curious, aggressive. Well, I'm a female baby. I'm going to be very aggressive. Do nothing. Put your finger near the other baby's face. Yes, I'm going to get up in her face. That bitch ain't got nothing on me. You want to test what this baby's made of, so you hit him in the face. Bam! You get bopped on the head by the other baby's bottle. The surprise of his reaction keeps you under control for the rest of the time you spend with him. I hope you've learned your lesson. Now what? So I just got hit by a boy? Oh, great. That's just wonderful. Up until this point in life, Weasley Rabbit, your stuffed toy, has been one of your best friends. You take him everywhere with you, but he's beginning to get on in years. One of his ears is torn off, and a recent eye injury has made his face look a little lopsided. Your mother suggests that Weasley should be retired. You wake up one day to discover Weasley has been moved from the place where you last spotted him. This is my best friend. I'm going to panic, and we're going to seek information. Even though you are driven to find out why your friend has suddenly disappeared, you are not in the frame of mind that would ensure a satisfactory outcome. You question everyone in the house to the whereabouts of Weasley. You confront your mother, who looks very guilty. Calm yourself down and ask about the doll, or become hysterical and ask for the doll. I am a little girl. I'm going to become hysterical and ask for it. Your panic and hysteria make your mom feel guilty about throwing out the doll. She spends an afternoon tracking it down and restoring it to mint condition, performing a major surgery to ensure that Weasley will be with you for a long while. Yes, I got my way. Alright, so here we have a physical, and usually these are game changers, I guess you could say. So let's see what we have here. You're alone in the kitchen and begin to explore the closets and refrigerator. Uh-oh. Do we want to be adventurous or curious but cautious? Let's be curious, but we're going to be cautious. Because my parents always warned me about stuff. Move toward the refrigerator or move toward the pantry. We're going toward the fridge because that's where food comes from. You have a grand time examining and smelling many of the items in the kitchen. You are young, but obviously have learned that many things can hurt you if you put them in your mouth. You should know some of the other choices could have led you to early death from accidental poisoning. Your judgment is superb and will help you later in life. Hooray! That one was kind of blah. Alright. You're touching something smooth and shiny. Oh my god. You pat it with your hand a few times. Do we want to be confused or passive? Well, I don't know what in the hell it is, so we're going to keep touching it and be confused. It is flat and a little cool. Wait a minute. There's a baby in there. Who's the baby? Um, Someone else. No, that's you. You were looking at yourself in a mirror. Isn't it a beautiful baby? Yes, 'cause I am the shit. You really are quite stunning. You're developing a positive self-image. Oh, excellent. That's what we need if we're going to be a whore later in life. You're a guest at your friend Missy's house. Her mom gives you both a box of crayons and two pieces of paper. Do we want to be impulsive or artistic? I am a motherfucking artist, so we're going to be artistic and we're going to draw on the paper. Bam! You're behaving yourself nicely so far. You draw a pretty picture. Give it to your mom, give it to Missy's mom. Well, why the hell would I give it to Missy's mom? I give it to my mom. A very nice gesture. You can have a good time at somebody else's house for a short while, but there's no place like home. Aw. How about that, gamers? How about that? Uh-oh. Your mom announces to you during a little heart-to-heart Tark. What? Let's try that again, SKS. Your mom announces to you during a heart-to-heart talk that it's time for you to give up the bottle and drink from a glass like a big girl. I guess that's okay. Do we want angry and stubborn or disappointed but willing to try? I think that's stupid to get mad over that, so let's try, and we'll give up the bottle. Mom understands how difficult it is to let go of an old friend and appreciates your effort. She has a box for you. Remain upset and not open it. I never said I was upset in the first place, so we say open it. Oh boy, a plastic Susie Fantastic drinking cup with bendable straw. Look at this. It even has your name on it. Mom tells you Susie wrote it there herself. Mom is laying it on a bit thick at the moment, but we don't know that as a kid. My mom used to do that all the time. She would say the cast of Star Trek would make me stuff, even though like it was the original Star Trek and that's what I watched on TV. So that's pretty cool. They'd be like, look, Captain Kirk said to eat your broccoli. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? He did not. Look at the size of him on Rescue 911. There's no way he eats his broccoli. Alright. I'm not drinking enough alcohol to play this game. Let's see. You are sitting in a large place, and a furry man walks up to you. He is walking around you in circles. Well, he's not a shark, so we can be curious. And point at the furry man, make noises, talk to the furry man. Let's talk to him. You yell out to the furry man, and he walks over to you. He makes a noise that sounds like this: roof. Then he sits on your leg. Bitch, get off my leg. Let's push him off me. This man is heavy. He looks back at you while you push him off and blows his nose right in your face. Oh, you asshole. That wasn't nice at all. You are in a large department store waiting in line, and there is an extremely well-endowed woman standing in front of you. She smiles. It looks like she may be an interesting person to talk to. Do we want to be inquisitive or shy? I'm going to be inquisitive. Select an action. Let's ask her some questions. Which question would you like to ask her? Do you have a husband? Do you have a doggy? Mommy said that Daddy has a thick skull. Do you? I tried very hard to pinch a penny like Aunt Nana, but couldn't. Can you? Stop asking questions. What? Pinch a penny. Yes, let's ask her that because that makes no sense. You don't get the word aunt before you're scooped up by your mother and dragged to a new line. What? Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's check out this next thing here. Emotional. There should be a ton of those. You're alone in your parents' bedroom. There's a shiny silver quarter on the table. I'm a girl. My parents are going to give me anything in the world that I want, so we're going to be honest, and we're going to leave it alone. This might have been a tough decision for you. At your age and even sometimes into adulthood, honesty is often less than clear-cut. Maybe you imagine that you had nothing to gain by stealing the quarter. That's really what I just did. That's pretty cool. You were right about that. Instead, you've gained the trustworthiness category. That's pretty neat, because I've not played this game in so long I forget what the outcomes would be. Oh, we got two family things here. Daddy says it's time to go to bed. Really cranky and mad. Say, I don't want to go to bed. Ignore the request. Ask to stay up a little while longer. Let's ask him, because Daddy will let his little girl get away with anything she wants. Your father sees that you're tired and irritable and says, "Come on, I'll take you." "What? No!" You fold your hands across your chest and look him straight in the eye. He laughs at you and begins to pick you up. "Okay." "Good night," Dad says. "I love you." There was no fighting it. He's going to win. It's Saturday morning, and Mom asks you to help with some chores. The Susie Fantastic cartoon hour has just begun. What? Cranky. Tell Mom you want to listen to cartoons. Listen to Mom. Ignore her. We're going to be cranky and listen. Can we do that? You go in the kitchen reluctantly and mope around. You move around a lot and touch things that you shouldn't. Mom gets impatient trying to watch you and do work at the same time, so she sends you back to watch television. Success! Mona has successfully done this. You're in a sandbox playing with your favorite toy. An older girl pulls it away from you and screams, "Mine." Oh. Oh no. I'm going to get angry, grab it back, get an adult, cry, and I'm going to grab it back. The child seems much stronger than you. She puts 3 fingers in your mouth and tries to push you away. She is holding the toy above your head. I know what's going to happen, but I'm still going to bite the shit out of her. Ow! The other girl yells. You bit her hard. She drops your toy and runs off. Success! You do not mess with me. Hooray! Time to feed the fish. You pinch a small amount of fish food between your fingers and tap on the glass. There is no sign of Gabriella. I would not want fish in my house. I don't like any animals in the house because they smell. So she dies, but I've obviously gave her a name, so I'm attached to her, so we're going to be confused, and let's look for her. You put your hand in the fishbowl and look for Gabriella. She is stuck under a rock. Oh no. She is stiff and her eyes are puffed out. You think that she might be sick. Let's just go ahead and take her out. You take Gabby out of the bowl, keep her with you in a secret place. Every once in a while you put her in the bowl to see if she'll swim, but she just floats along the top of the water. You bring her a small piece of food and put it in her mouth. You're taking good care of her, but she is dead. By the time your mom finds out, you already understand more than what she can explain to you. Aw, that's kind of sad. That's really sad. I don't know what to say to that. You're in the back seat of the car during a very long ride. Now, see, if I used to take my Game Boys on these long rides, and that made it perfect. Today, I guess everybody has iPads and stuff. I don't have one of those. Maybe if I win the lottery. I really think that if people gave me money, I'd pay off my debt first and then buy stuff. Select a mood, tired or active. Well, I'm always active in the car. And let's play games! Success! Your mom is taking along some picture books and coloring books for you to play with. What would you like to do? Color, play games with mom. We're going to play games with mom. You watch the cars pass you on the road. She uses the cars to try and teach you some of the colors. Let's see if you learn any. There's a car that is covered with snow. What color is the car? Red. No. White. No, the snow is white. The car is red. Don't worry. Things will be much easier. What? Asshole. Who does that? Hooray! You have just passed through infancy. A brief look at your life up until this time shows the following. Your family has been positive and nurturing, and as a result, you have begun to form the critical bonds that are important during this phase of life. Physically, you've been a healthy baby. Socially, during this phase in life, nothing as much is really expected of you. After all, you're still much too young to throw a successful cocktail party, and frankly, anyone who still dribbles on herself probably wouldn't make the ideal dinner guest. However, by now there are some things that you should have mastered. Your progress in this area shows. What has Mona done? You have been the type of child who charms the lollipops off people. Oh, that's dangerous. You have been the type of child who is huggable and gets her cheeks pinched by old ladies with bright red lipstick. Now regarding your emotional and personality development. You are a fairly trustworthy little girl, making your share of exploratory excursions into the world of the unknown and forbidden. The bathroom and under the kitchen sink. Your folks could trust you in most cases, but when all of the chocolates have one bite taken out of them, it's a fair guess whose teeth marks have made those jagged impressions. Your thoughtfulness characteristic really doesn't count for much in this phase of life. Most children often find themselves at the mercy of their whims and impulses. You're allowed to be cranky now. People will tolerate it much better than when you are a teenager. Then your whining and carrying on will seem more objectable. One thing about your character that has a tendency to put people off is your aggressiveness. No way! You are the type of baby who likes to pull on loose pieces of clothing, hair, and any bulbous, fleshy object that comes within your reach. You're going to have to learn the meaning of make nice. That wraps up the status for the... Whoa! That wraps up your status for the very first years of life. I hope you like yourself. If not, you can always improve in the years to come. There's plenty of time. Well, gamers, we have made it through infancy. Yes, we'll donate later on. Welcome to childhood. Come, let's go to bed, says sleepyhead. Tarry a while, says slow. Put on the pot, says greedy gut. We'll sup before we go. That makes no sense whatsoever. So now we're in childhood. So I will talk to you all next time. Gamers, this is SKS with Let's Play Alter Ego as a Girl. Good night.